hero of the story is Aloy, a woman orphaned from her clan as a baby due to being motherless. She finds a piece of technology that gives her a leg up on the competition and becomes a badass in her own right through the power of an 80s montage. She grows up and returns to the clan to show off how buff she is, but just as she's about to be accepted, the clan is attacked. Not soon after, she's thrown off a cliff and given her first motivation: revenge. Horizon Zero Dawn is possibly the most beautiful open world title on the market. I've never seen such a depth of detail in a game of this scope. It's filled with high resolution textures of characters, roads, trees, and much more. It pushes out so much detail that it's strange that the game can hold up under all the beauty. The weather flushes from snow to rain, and the detail is amazing. What's even more impressive is that this game holds up a steady frame rate while boasting some complicated enemies. The machines in this game are large and elaborate. Each of them are painstakingly crafted and are adorned in chunks of plate. Each of these pieces can be torn off and strewn across the field of battle. These hulking beasts move quickly and display a wide range of animations. They can often terrify and awe us in unison. Facial animations and character expressions are also at the forefront of Horizon. Aloy and the other characters boast impressive facial tics and realistic eye movement. One of the things I found most impressive is that the main character, Aloy, doesn't have perfect teeth. It's a small thing, but it just adds to the detail of an already astonishing looking title. The voice acting is quite nice as well. The random side characters do a good job, but Aloy and Silence have the best interactions.
All this searching and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
The game goes beyond voice work. The clang of arrows pounding against machines, the loud rumble of footsteps as creatures descend on Aloy. There's some epic music that beats into our eardrums as well, and it all comes together with an unprecedented level of immersion. It would all come apart at the seams if the gameplay wasn't up to snuff. Horizon Zero Dawn takes a slew of gameplay systems and meshes them together into a gameplay smorgasbord. Hunting the hulking terrors of the world is so much more than just shooting them to death. Hunting is all about switching different weapon types and ammunition depending on the encounter. Need to take down the invisible stalker? Use electrical weapons and stun them while you take advantage. Tired of Glenhoss getting the drop on Aloy? Switch to fire arrows and watch them burn. Larger enemies take a bit more to destroy. Simply bombarding a Thunderjaw with arrows just won't do. Every weapon in Aloy's sling will be put to the test to take out this magnificent beast. It sounds easy, but these highly aggressive and agile creatures are unrelenting and capable of devastating Aloy in an instant. Get used to fighting on the run and rolling around more than Dark Souls. The combat is fast and fluid and exceptionally fun. To add to the gameplay, there are different elements like swimming, platforming, and climbing. It moves beyond purely destroying monsters to a more dynamic style of gameplay. Do you want to know what makes all this high-octane craziness work? The smoothness of the weapons. Aloy has a variety of weapons that she can use: traps, bows, slingshots, and gigantic heavy weapons like plasma cannons. There's a distinct feeling of accuracy and satisfaction when using each of these weapons. The hit detection is spot on, and you feel empowered by connecting an arrow to that small piece of armor you locked onto. Now, don't get confused, Aloy can't auto-lock in any range situation, so it's a testament to the shooting mechanics that it feels so good. And now for bullet points. To trim reviews down to a modest size, I'll shoot off random musings in bullet point fashion near the end of a review. The AI is incredibly dumb and easily avoidable. They often forget where Aloy is, even when looking directly at her. This makes most battles with humans a laughable matter. The robots often get around their ignorance by being highly aggressive, quick, and striking with punishing blows. Fast travel deletes Aloy's mount 98% of the time, so she'll have to tame a brand new mount after arrival. Fast travel is also something Aloy can purchase from vendors, but later she gets an unlimited version at a cheap price. Why wasn't it just a menu in the option if it eventually becomes a permanent solution anyway? Frame rate drops do occur from time to time. This is especially prevalent in Meridian. The mounts often stop and jump over rocks as if they were trying not to injure themselves. Most attempts at running along mountain walls will stop Aloy in her tracks due to these fickle animations. Fog is used as a technique to block out the non-rendered areas in the distance. It helps performance, but it also taints the beauty of the world. Side content like collecting mugs, Banuk statues, and flowers don't offer rewards exciting enough for all the pain it takes to get them. The vendor will give you a regular old modification box like that's a reward. This game suffers from resource gathering issues. It's another game where the character doesn't carry a bag and can stuff 50 bowls, 20 outfits, and hundreds of weapons and ungodly amounts of ammo, but somehow one berry can't fit. Inventory caps need to go on all games unless it makes sense. There's no way that Aloy can sell multiple things at the same time. Sure, she can sell multiples of the same item, but not multiples of various items in her bag, which is pretty frustrating because her bag fills up a lot near the middle of the game. Platforming is just you holding the joystick for 90% of the climbing. The moments when you do press a button just seem like an annoyance. It's absolutely no challenge as it is. Tutorials must be activated before they can be completed, so we can't complete them in normal gameplay. We must actively pursue each of them individually, and that doesn't seem like a tutorial at all. Some of the side quest voice acting is bad enough to make you want to skip them completely. Also, most of the side quests are bleh to average. There are very few thought-provoking and interesting rabbit holes to climb into. Conversation choices don't seem to lead to anything different. You get to make a choice, but the choice doesn't change anything in the story, at least not that I've seen. They sometimes mention the choice in passing, but it's never a game changer. And these choices are so far and few that they might as well not exist at all. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the best games I've played in this short year. The story starts off from the idea of vengeance and expands into self-discovery. We learn about what happened to the world very quickly, but the mystery of Project Zero Dawn will push you forward. Who knew a game about robotic animals could be so damn fun? If you got some cash in your pocket, it's perfectly fine to drop it on Horizon Zero Dawn at full price. You'll get at the least 50 to 60 hours of gameplay for the money.